And we're flying in back home, Chinchy. How we doing, brother?
I'm doing good. You know the first sign of spring on Long Island?
What?
When somebody looks at you and goes, oh, you got a little color. You got a little color. I've been sitting outside for 2 days, and of course my aunt goes, oh, look at you. You got a little color.
You got some color. You got some color.
I did get a little color. Anyway.
Dude, that's my mom my whole life. My whole life. I grew up in Pittsburgh. My mom was like, I'm your mother. Give me some coffee. I'm like, Mom, we live in Pittsburgh now. You got to get rid of this Long Island accent you got rocking. What the hell's going on here?
It's strong. You know, when I got to Columbia in Manhattan, one of my best friends, this girl, Whitney Weems, she was from the middle of Texas.
Oh, Whitney Weems?
Whitney Weems. And I'll never forget, I met her on like the orientation stuff goes on that first week when you're in college. Man, I missed that week. That was fun. And she goes, oh, y'all have the worst New York accent. You say baseball. And I'm like, I live in New York. You came to New York. So you have the accent, not me, Whitney. Anyway, she's great. One of the best field hockey goalies in like college.
Oh, really?
Sports history.
Wow.
Whatever. Anyway, hey, we got to start on a good note. We found your girl, man. Found your girl, Angie. Yeah,
we did. What's up, Angie? Thanks for shooting us a DM on Instagram. Chinch and I, we're not great at that, but we figured it out.
Here's the great picture you guys took together. You guys look adorable. You guys look like a brother and sister, kind of.
Yeah. She's got the, the Irish red locks.
There you go.
We have a lot in our household.
Ginger. Yeah, hey, she mentioned something. Actually, you can do this right now. I bet you can do this off the top of your head, impromptu. She's a big fan of all the the mindset and mentoring stuff. I had a very nice conversation with her yesterday via Instagram. It's
You're gonna ask me what books I'm reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, just give her a couple books. It doesn't. It could be books that you've read. Books that you've read. Yeah. Just because you don't have to be reading them right at the moment.
Well, The Four Agreements is always a great book. I always love that. It's Tom Brady's favorite book too. So you can throw that out there. Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz is great. The Fifth Agreement he writes.
Did you say Dom DeLuise?
No, Don Miguel Ruiz, not Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise is great.
I'm not looking for the stuff from Dom DeLuise. You gotta be kidding. There's so many different books. The Daily Stoic's a great one that I read every day. That's a great. Everyone should get that. Chance, you need to get that. The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. So good. That's an everyday one that I read. There's so many good books. I'm trying going through my head.
We'll go through.
Seasonal Life is a great book.
Okay. What about some of the guys we've had on? Any of those guys have books?
Oh yeah, Mark Devine's got a great book. Got some really good books. Unbeatable Mind is a great book. There's a new book out called Brain Energy.
Yeah.
Really, really good book.
Oh, hey, Push the Tarp, Tim McMahon.
Push the Tarp, Tim McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
So many good books that I'm
all right,
I'm reading the Darren Donnelly books right now. Victory Favors the Fearless. Just got done with that. The other one I'm reading right now is Relentless Optimism. Such a good book. Such a good book. He's also got another book out called Think Like a Warrior. Those books are really great books. Also, the other thing I would recommend is, Angie, go to Heroic, the app Heroic, and it is so good. And then sign up for whatever year subscription or whatever. But dude, my buddy Brian Johnson has these philosopher notes where he reads these books. He reads the books for you, puts them together in a 20-minute video, or just like a PDF where you can read the philosopher's notes. He gives you the caption of what the books are about. I go to that a lot. I really go to that a lot. It's a good one. Yeah.
It's like the Cliff Notes version of
every inspirational so good. I'm also reading Goggins' book, Never Finished. That's a good book right now too. So there's a ton of good books out there. Get reading. Leaders are readers, guys. Leaders are readers. If you ain't reading and growing, get a hold of yourself.
Yeah, that's good. All right. So, good.
And Angie, happy birthday tomorrow. I heard it's your birthday, April 5th. And it's my daughter Jillian's birthday, too. She'll be 13.
All right. Well, I got her sizes and everything and an address. We got to send her a shirt. Did you mail out the other guy's shirt in the ball?
I'm going to do that today.
I feel like my dad talking to me about, did you finish your homework, Rich? Did you finish your homework yet? So
ridiculous.
That's great. So ridiculous. Anyway, all right, let's talk a little baseball. Padres, backy to backy walk-off last night. They got a little swagger, that team, I think.
Dude, I love it, man. The walk-off home runs are the best.
Yeah.
And the Padres are a good team, dude. They are stacked. But one thing about the Padres is, just because they have incredible players, that also doesn't mean you're going to win ball games. So, I always think this changed. When I look back at some of the best teams I had, when you go back and look at the Aprils that we had, you can go back and say, man, there's some walk-offs, man, some tough wins. Because at the end of the year, these wins all really matter. You know what I mean? Because it's going to come down to 1 or 2 or 3 games like it always does. It's ridiculous how it does. So the Padres could look back at this game and go, remember that game in, April 3rd that we hit back-to-back homers to win it? That could be a game they look back on. So pretty cool.
I like it. I like it a lot. Also, 100th home run for Alvarez, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I believe, the fastest ever in Astros history.
Yeah.
You said it yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, we were on yesterday. When you said, don't worry about the Astros, even though a couple guys are scuffling in a roster. But you like that team a lot.
That team's really good. And the 100th homer popped out at me because I always think the 100th homer. I think it's a big deal for, obviously, fans might think 500, 400, 600. But, dude, for players,
you
get to 100
any
homers,
round number.
That's a lot of homers.
Yeah.
That's circling the pillows 100 times. So
how many did you have in your career?
I had 130.
How was 100? Well, give me 100. Give me
I'm going to give you 100,
story.
dude. 100 was in New York. So, dude, my grandmother was the biggest Mets fan. My Nana. Thank you, Nana. Where's Nana's in here? She's in here somewhere.
Oh, I thought you were seeing ghosts.
No. I do feel her presence. Now, this is incredible, dude. This is incredible. My grandmother, I only had one grandmother because my mom's parents died before I was born, and my dad's dad died before I was born. So I only had one grandmother. My dad's mom lived in Sayville, New York. Best cook ever, dude. Kidding me? She'd come visit in Pittsburgh. I'm like, hey, Nan, can you make me some of your homemade clam chowder? She'd go down to the Strip District in Pittsburgh, get these at Woolies, get the nice fresh clams, make me this clam chowder. Best coleslaw, best egg salad, best potato salad, best Thanksgiving dinner. So I'm just giving Nan props, the greatest. So,
I love it.
Dude, she was a huge Mets fan, right? From Sayville, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I remember like being 12, she loved the 86 Mets, 86 Mets. So wherever we go visit for Christmas, 86 Mets. Well, dude, when I started coming, I got drafted and my grandmother was a big baseball fan and it connected us finally. She lived in Long Island, lived here in Pittsburgh. It was a shame we didn't get to see each other enough, but she made the effort. We made the effort. And bro, she was like the greatest. And she said to me, she started having some heart problems in 1997. And I ended up making the big leagues in 1997, September. And I remember my grandmother saying to me, I just want to be alive to see you play in the big leagues.
Oh, jeez.
And my grandmother died when I was in Double-A at the beginning of the year, in April of 97. I ended up making the big leagues in September 97. I believe in the energy, the spirit, whatever you want to say. I had 3 5-hit games in my career, 2 at Shea.
No way. No way, dude. That's not that. Yeah, that is mystical. That's mystical. I believe that. So, statistically, that's almost impossible.
Almost impossible. So I always felt like, oh, Nan. And I used to say, thank you, Nan, at the end of those games.
Did you?
Nan,
did you think of her every time you played at Shea?
Dude, every time I went to Shea, I thought of her.
I'm getting
my
goosebumps,
100th homer,
dude.
bro.
Ugh.
Yeah, my 100th homer, 4-4 game, 12th inning. I come up, face Johnny Franco. They bring in Franco to face me.
Who is nasty. And you're a lefty.
What? Yeah.
And
lefty.
he's nasty. He's nasty.
Yeah. And I believe I went 0 for 7 against John Franco, and then I went 7 for 7. What? I think my numbers were 7 for 14, something like that. You might want to check that out.
I'm looking.
But anyway,
keep going.
My fifth at bat that day, I'm 4 for 4 in the game. I already have a home run. I think I got a double, 2 singles, double, and a homer. And I remember being in the dugout, and Paul Wilson says, "Who's going to win this game?" And I remember looking at him going, I'm about to win it right here. Now, we were in Shea, obviously, but it was top of the 12th, I believe.
You said it out loud?
I said I'm about to win it right here.
Oh, that is so hot.
So I think Juan Castro got on first. I came up, and Johnny Franco threw me an inside fastball. Dude, I turned on this ball. I think I almost hit the scoreboard, like crushed it. Way back, right center. For my 5th hit of the game, we end up winning the game 6-4. So I hit the game winner. But that was my 100th homer.
Oh, my goodness.
So it was 5 for 5, was my 100th homer, and it was a game winner.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that great, dude?
Wait, hold on. I just pulled up an article that I'm just going to start reading. Casey at the bat is a problem for John. So this is an article from the New York Post.
04?
04.
Yeah.
Sean Casey strafed Mets pitching all night, sprayed the ball all over Shea, even out of the park. But with the game on the line in the 12th inning, Art Howe asked John Franco whether he'd rather pitch to Casey or walk him to face Ken Griffey Jr. Franco chose the former. He chose poorly. Oh, this is so cool, dude. He had dominated the Reds' first baseman. There you go. Franco had dominated the Reds' first baseman, but this time Casey did not strike out. With Juan Castro in second and 2 out, he crushed a game-winning 2-run homer that landed in a Mets bullpen and gave you this. You were, wait, who's, for the 29-year-old born in Willingboro, New Jersey, is that where you were born?
Yeah, I was just born there.
It was his second homer and 5th hit of the game, matching career highs. Oh, you had 2 dingers in that game.
Yeah, 2 dingers.
And it was the 100th home run in a fast-growing career that has still known for... Wait, hold on. I'm so excited about this. It was his 100th home run in a fast-growing career that has still known few bright moments than last night at Shea, with Father Jim in the stands.
Yep. My dad was there, and my mom was there. My Uncle Gene,
Yeah?
rest your soul, Gino, died a few years ago. He used to work as a bonds trader in New York.
Okay.
Bro, he'd bring like 85 people to the games. And I swear to God, every time he would bring those guys, Al Leiter would pitch. And for whatever reason, Bob Boone wouldn't play me against Leiter. I wouldn't start. And dude, my mom a couple of times called me. She's like, can you see if you go talk to Bob Boone?
That's so funny.
Gino
That
got
still
85
happens.
tickets. Could you see if Bob could start you? I'm like, Mom, I'm not going to Bob Boone's office.
That's great. That's so
Your brother
great.
got 85 tickets to see if freaking Boone could play me.
That's so great that happens at that level of baseball, because every mom does that, right? Your
mom
Aunt
was pissed.
Kathy's in town from Florida. Make sure you're starting today.
Dude, how about this? Another quick story. I'm in double A, bro. I'm in double A. I'm straight raking, dude. 386. You could throw a freaking little P up there, and I'd hit a bullet somewhere. It was incredible. So Portland, Maine, my Aunt Momo lives up there, my Uncle Terry. So they decided to have like this family reunion in Portland, Maine. They all come up, they fly in from LA all over the place. My mom's got a gazillion cousins, 8 brothers and sisters. They all come to Portland, Maine, dude. They're fired up. That morning, I get called. Hey, Case, we're sending you to Buffalo. You're getting called up to AAA.
Ooh, wow.
So I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
So I'm fired up. I call my mom and dad, like, hey, guys, so excited. You know, the goal is to get to the big leagues. Obviously, I'm going to AAA. They're calling me up. My mom is, like, depressed. She's like, Shawnee, do you think they could call you up tomorrow? Because we have all the people, all the family coming tonight. Everybody's in town for the game.
Were you
so
like,
you think could you see if they could call you up tomorrow? I go, no, Mom. I'm trying to get to the big leagues, Mom, not stay here in double A. I'm going to triple A, which is one level below the big leagues. I'm not calling anybody. So Mark Shapiro was the minor league director at the time. Could you call Mark and see if you can call him up tomorrow? Because Aunt Momo, Uncle Terry, Aunt Annie, they're all here for the game. I go, Ma, I can't do that.
That is so... I'm joking. That's one of your best stories, dude. I've never heard.
It's incredible. They all went to the game still, Chinch, and they were like, where's Casey? They brought signs of where's Casey? Where we want Casey?
Wait, so they went to the game that you were on a road?
They were in Portland, Maine. They were in Portland, Maine, dude. They all made an effort to go to Portland, Maine to see me play. And
so your mom was probably, like, she was really upset that you got called up to AAA.
Oh, she was pissed. My mom was legitimately like depressed for like a week.
Was your dad like, listen?
Joe. My dad was like, let's go, Joe. Get a hold of yourself. We're trying to get now. My dad was like, I'm going to Buffalo. I'm leaving you here in Portland. I'm going to Buffalo for tomorrow's game.
Your dad's like, we got 3 mortgages right now. The kid's almost there. Let's get him up there. Clean up some bills. Dude. All right, one last line.
And then real quick, that first game of Buffalo that night, doubleheader, boom, Brian Graham puts me in the lineup, 4 for 7, 2 bombs. Let's go.
Wow.
No, 4 for 7, 3 bombs.
3 homers in a game.
4 for 7, 3 homers.
You weren't like that in college even, right? You didn't hit like 3 homers in a game in college.
I went 4 for 4, 4 homers in a row, 4 at bats in college. Let's go.
I did not know that. Did you really?
Yeah. Against Old Dominion, baby. Pig roast weekend, University of Richmond, scouts in the crowd.
Oh, it was like party weekend too?
Yeah, it was a huge party weekend. Like the pig roast is the big deal.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, we had
dude, I remember real quick. I remember that. All these scouts are there. It's the first time I've seen that many scouts, and they were all there for.
This is a crazy story too. You've never told me. Sorry,
dude, I'm ripping out some stories.
I know. Let's go. Keep it up. Keep it up.
This one's a good one too, Chick. So, dude, you know, it's one of those things where it's my junior year. I'm raking at the time, but there's a lot of good pitchers in this game. There's Kevin Gibbs, who's an outfielder for the Matt Quacharo, who's now the manager for the Royals. He's in the game. Kevin Gibbs is an outfielder. Bobby St. Pierre is a starter, another guy too. So I come up. I remember being so nervous. One of the first times I was so nervous, but I remember thinking to myself, I said a prayer before the game. I said, God, if may your will be done here, whatever happens is going to happen. Let me go out and play my game, right? I remember saying that vividly. Dude, come up my first at bat, bam, rocket left center homer. I'm like, let's go. We bat around. I hit same inning, bam. I made another homer in the same inning, dude. First inning, right center. Another homer. Then I homered again. And then I got beamed. And
you
then
got hit?
First day, yeah, I got hit.
Did you think it was on purpose?
No doubt about it, dude. No doubt. And then the next game,
Who were you
I ended
playing?
up getting a home run my first at bat. So it was over a
Oh,
scan.
I
It was
see.
4 at bats, 4 homers.
Oh my goodness. God, you must have
Bring
felt
me
like
down memory lane, bro. Bring me down memory lane.
That was the peak of your
one
life,
other quick
bro.
home run story.
Yeah, go.
100th home run story. This is so funny. I'm on MLB Central with D-Row. So good. This is last year. Juan Soto hits his 100th homer. And you know how D-Row is just one of the funniest dudes ever.
Yeah.
He comes out, he's like, hey, Juan, welcome. And I'm like, welcome to what? He's like, welcome to the 100 home run club. And then I look back, I go, D-Row, how many home runs do you have? He goes, 100.
I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, he couldn't have had that many more than 100.
Yeah, he's like, it only took me to 35. He's like, Juan's 22.
Dude, I every once in a while, Jess does this too. Jess says this all the time. Probably the funniest thing anybody's ever said on our show, which, by the way, we're approaching our 250th episode and our 2-year anniversary this week.
Incredible.
We got to talk about that. Not today, but we'll figure out something to do on that day. But it's when he takes his hand and he pretends it's his wife on his show. And he's like, my wife's like, we got to get the car inspected. And I look and I go, I'm facing Roy Oswald tonight. That's all I'm thinking about. Every time I see that pop up on like our demo reel, whatever, it makes me laugh so hard. And Jess, every once in a while, will just go, I'm facing Roy Oswald tonight. Just out of nowhere in the middle of the day.
So good, dude.
He is the funniest dude.
He's
I got one more.
kind.
I'm going to put a bow on this whole thing. I'm going to give you your, this is why Sean Casey's a mayor quote for that John Franco homer. John Franco is one of the best pitchers to ever play this game, and he believes in his stuff, especially against me. I haven't had a lot of success against him. I got lucky and fortunate to get a ball I could drive out of the park. You are such a loser. That is such a stupidly good soundbite. You knew what you were doing back there.
Dude, you got to say that.
You knew what you were doing.
You know what, John? I'm locked in, baby. Don't throw that inside here because it's going out for my 100th homer right now, baby.
We should get him on if you guys battle that much.
Yeah, we got to get Franco
on. And he's
on,
the best. Dude. He's great. Long Island, St. John's.
Johnny Franco's the best. I was on Family Feud with him a couple years ago.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's a great episode. Was that when Pedro said, is that the one where
that's when I took Shaq down 1-on-1. No big deal.
That was a good one.
I don't know if you've beat Shaq 1-on-1, but I have.
No, I haven't.
1-on-1 in Family Feud, baby.
That's a great story. You told that you knew he wasn't paying attention and you started studying up on his show.
I jumped the question. Steve Harvey's like, top 5 reasons your
like,
wife. I can't remember what it was. Like, bam. Sounds like Donkey Kong.
Do you ever watch Jeopardy? Do you watch Jeopardy?
Oh yeah, but now with Alex Trebek not there.
Oh, see, we still watch it. That's when Jess is home, we watch it, and she gets so mad at me because I can read really fast. I think I actually
you jumped the question.
Oh, I jump it every time, and every once in a while I'll say it, and if I'll say the answer, she gets mad at me every time I get the answer first, and then the best is every once in a while I'll say the answer without saying who is. And Jess will just be sitting on the couch going, you didn't say who is. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. And I'm like, we're just watching the show.
You're like, listen, we're just having fun here.
I'm serious. I think I could go on it. I'm considering it. I'm not joking.
Chinch, you're one of the smartest people I know. And you went to Columbia.
I think I might. I actually think I might try out for Jeopardy. This is the thing I've been talking about.
If you try out for Jeopardy, our ratings will go through the roof. If you can get on Jeopardy, it's going to bring the mayor's office ratings to another level. Do it.
Hey, anybody, if you guys are fans at home and are Jeopardy fans, there's a lot of strategies. You can do other things. You got to learn how to hit the button in a certain way quickly. Really? You ever notice the people that lose are always the ones with the button go, because they never get it in time.
Yeah, you got to have that. Also, Jeopardy reminds me of the the Sean Connery SNL skit.
Oh, that's the funniest thing of all time.
Great. So great.
I'll take the rapist. It's therapist. It's therapist. Anyway, that's good. We haven't even talked about much baseball, but I think we're. What else do we have to talk about?
How about we go down really quick? Yeah. Astros. The Tigers look like one of the worst teams in the game. They came back to beat the Astros.
Yeah.
And then really quick, Austin Riley hit a ball 473. Let's go on that. Royals got their first win. Buccos. How about the Buccos? Start off 2-2. Beat the Red Sox last night with I
like that.
Well, two things here. Brian Reynolds hit 2 bombs, but Masataka Yoshida hit his first home run for the Red Sox. Left center over the monster. Crushed too. Absolute rocket.
How about Rays and Twins both 4-0?
Yeah, dude. The Rays.
The Rays do not mess around in baseball.
Bro,
man. They're always in your face.
Their rotation is top of the line. Dude.
It really is. It really is.
And they're also I believe Buxton is full-time DH.
Yeah, how about that?
So he's hitting 375s, come out the gates. Joey Gallo's on fire.
We were talking about it yesterday.
His third homer, I think, already. Third homer he's hit already.
Shift change? Did that help? Help his head?
We'll
Padres 0-4. Padres 0-4. Hey, you know what I noticed last night, by the way?
No, the Padres won.
No, Phillies. I'm sorry. Did I say Padres?
Phillies. Yeah, the Phillies, yeah.
Phillies 0-4. You know what I noticed last night? Harper's not playing until when?
Probably June.
Guess what? Sitting in the dugout, though, with his team.
Oh, dude, the guy's the ultimate teammate, ultimate gamer.
I saw that last night. I'm like, that's pretty cool, man. Like, he doesn't have to be around the team.
Nah.
Cubs 1-3. That's kind of expected. Rockies
Dodgers put up 13 runs.
Yeah, man, that Dodgers-Padres battle is going to be something this year, huh?
Shohei went deep.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I just want to see the Angels win this year. That's all. That the one thing as a baseball fan, Angels get to the postseason, please.
Please make a trade. Make trades. By the way, too, if you do that, like Ohtani, there's already rumors of him going to the Dodgers. Like, there's rumors of him going everywhere and not staying there. So just go for it, man. Go for broke. Yeah. You won 2002. They went for it, and that was a great year for that franchise. And it really put him on a boat in California. Like, this is a real legit franchise. Like,
yeah.
Why wouldn't you do everything you possibly can? And while you do that, you show Shohei that you want to win for him. You want him to win and stay in this red uniform and not go wear a blue uniform.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope so. I just like I said, get me Trout, get me Ohtani in the postseason. That's what all the baseball fans want.
I'm with you. How about Rangers 3-1 too? Rangers and Angels 3-1. There you go.
They look good, dude. They look good. All right. What else we got here? Just looking. I think we're good. Brewers beat the Mets 10-0.
Yeah. Mets are figuring it out.
The Redlegs 3-1. Hey, just saying. I don't know if that'll last, but 3-1.
Why? Love it now. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Enjoy when your team's ahead early. The Reds right now are in position to go to the World Series. They're 3-1.
Exactly. One other good thing too, it was good to see Bellinger went deep yesterday. Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
I want him to have a good year, dude. I hope he does.
He's a great guy. He's a great player. You hope that is it his back or his shoulder? His shoulder?
It was his shoulder a couple years ago. You just see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, man. All right. I think we got a lot done. I got to send you this T-shirt. You got a lot of T-shirts to send out here.
I'm driving up to Ohio State tonight to go see Ohio State, Kent State, the Ohio State coach, Bill Mosiello, who's the new Ohio State coach. He was my Cape Cod League coach back when I was 19.
Really? Oh, I got to give a shout out then. If you're giving shout outs. Columbia baseball is unstoppable right now. Let's see.
Well, dude, my buddy, I told you, my buddy, I have two buddies, kids playing on it.
Yeah.
My buddy Henry Ogden's son's pitching, throws like 99. I'm not kidding either.
Yeah, results.
And then my other buddy's Mark Miller's son, Sam Miller, hit his first 3-run bomb the other day, and he's on the bump too. He's a two-way player like Shohei.
Yeah, dude, 15 runs, 12 runs, 23-11. They beat Monmouth the other day. 9.
Dude, they can hit. They can hit, and then
They can
Kale
hit.
too. A buddy, Joe Kale's son's starting too. I got a lot of invested in Columbia baseball, more than you, Chinch. I think I'm a bigger fan now.
Are
know-
you? Then I am.
I know 3 people on the team.
Dude, I gotta get you some swag. Great.
Yeah, give me
great
some
colors.
swag, bro. No one sent me anything.
I know you got to send stuff all over the country to all these fans that you meet now. You're a big podcaster. All right, let's get out of here. I got a job to do.
podcaster.
I have a professional job I got to go get to.
We haven't made $1. We're such a big podcast. We haven't made $1
No.
yet. Jesus.
I know. I keep
All
looking
right,
at the
brother.
rankings. We're like one of the top ranked podcasts.
I
in the
know we're
country.
top ranked podcast, but we got to
we get some top-
We're not doing something right. We got to monetize this shit.
Oh,
just something.
Jesus Christ. Hey, tweet at us. Tell us how to monetize this thing.
Yeah, somebody,
All right.
let us know. Let us know. All right, bro. Have a great rest of the
You
day.
too.
Everybody out there, thanks for coming on the ride. We'll see you tomorrow inside the mayor's office. Love you, buddy.